Hello and welcome back to the Wrexham Way. Hope you're all doing well and looking forward to today's video where I can't believe I'm about to say this, but we might be about to win the Premier League title today. Against Man United as well, which is very exciting. So before we dive into today's episode and I explain everything, a couple of things to talk about first and foremost. First of all, drop a like on the video for me and subscribe if you are new around here. Number two is that it's a streamer showdown again this week/weekend. I'm in it once again, which is very, very fun. We've got the draft tomorrow from 6:45 onwards on my Twitch channel. It's a big draft pool. The 10 countries already qualified for the World Cup from Europe. The nationalities of those players, they're all in the draft pool. So it's a really big draft pool. So a lot of players to pick. It's going to be really interesting. Also, we've got 9 people in it, but the 9th person, we don't know who it is. Like, it's a mystery for you guys, but also for me. Like, as a competitor, I thought I'd know. I have no idea who this mystery 9th person is. So we'll find out tomorrow who number 9 is. So would very much appreciate your help and feedback tomorrow if you come along to the draft to help me pick the team. And I also want to say thank you to Jay, Esmal, Jeremy and Thad for renaming some of the players that we signed in the January transfer window and for making some of these guys very difficult to pronounce, particularly Nopadon Nopatron. That's going to be a difficult one. But since you guys were last here, things have been, well, good because we've not lost the game, but actually a little bit ropey. You were last here for the 3-2 win against Arsenal, and it's been quite tight since then. Other than a 4-1 win against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup quarter-final, very convincing there. We have struggled a little bit. We narrowly beat West Ham away from home 1-0. Daniel Patrick with the only goal in that game. Before actually a better game against Newcastle, a 2-0 win there, but the goals did come pretty late on. We got very lucky against Everton, scoring 2 early goals before they dominated the rest of the game. We won that 1-2-1, but it was tight. And again, it was even tighter against Chelsea. A 1-1 draw with Nopadon scoring in the 93rd minute to ensure we picked up a point in that game. That was very touch and go. So was the FA Cup semi-final. For the entire FA Cup, we have played a rotated team, as you can see, and we won it. So we're in the FA Cup final today. So today, not just the Premier League we could win, but also the FA Cup. The final of that will be played today, and of course that will be against Manchester City. But following that, a very shaky game against Crystal Palace, a 1-1 draw against a team that really should not be drawing with us, particularly at our place. We should be absolutely battering them. So a couple of nervy results in between episodes. We're still getting the results, we're still picking up points, but we are not at our very best right now. The only saving grace right now is that Man United we play today are definitely not at their best. From being like 2 or 3 points behind us, they've now dropped to 9 points behind us in the Premier League table. I'm actually dropped down to 4th, which is pretty mental. They have been in terrible form recently, as you can see, not winning a single game in April. Hopefully that continues today. They also play Liverpool after us too, so hopefully this means that they'll be out of that title fight. Liverpool are our closest rivals. They are 4 points behind us right now, and in today's game where we play Man United, they play Arsenal in 5th. Hopefully Arsenal actually turn up and hopefully Arsenal win, because if Arsenal beat Liverpool and we beat Man United with just 2 games to go this season, we will be 8 points clear of Liverpool, thus winning the title with 2 games to go. Could it really be that simple? So potentially 2 games today, just Man United and Man City in the FA Cup final and this league game. But of course, if we lose to United, have to play more league games, then obviously more games in today's episode. Now, you join me when I've been told to do a team meeting. Now, I don't normally like to do team meetings, but for this instance, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to ease expectations. I want everyone to ignore the hype around this match. There's a lot of football still to be played. Just prepare and focus as normal. And look at that. It's worked perfectly. Everyone's encouraged. Neto's very happy. Brilliant. Although it's not really done anything to change morale or anything like that. So maybe improve the dressing room atmosphere slightly. That might be what it's done, but it's not made a huge impact on the team. But we don't need a huge impact. We just need to carry on as we have been playing, getting results, even against all adversity. Last season before, a lot of these games I think we would have lost in the end, or not won, would have drawn instead. So the team is just playing brilliantly. The morale and the mentality of the team is absolutely superb. Is this our year? So with the stage set for the game coming up, this is the team that I think is going to be able to win the Premier League today. Mansell in goal with a backline of 8 Nuri, Ariambi, Luis Felipe and Neto. Lavia, Alparslan, Paniotov and Daniel Patrick start in the centre of of midfield, with, of course, Nice and Pereira leading the line. Although I've been told in the comment section, actually, it's Nice, not Nice. So if I can remember it, I'll say Nice, but I'm in the flow with Nice. So the media have given you lots of credit out there lately. Go out there, put on a worthy display, some motivation from our players right now. Imagine winning the Premier League at Old Trafford. I mean, it'd be nice to do it actually at our place, wouldn't it, to be fair? But I don't really care where it happens, as long as we just do it. And Luis Felipe grabs the first goal of this game. Now, potentially, this was offside. It's being checked by the VAR. I think he was on. Let's see this replay then, shall we? How close was it? Oh, he's just offside. That's very unfortunate. But yeah, he's offside. Good finish, though. Good thing is, though, early warning shots have been fired there, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm also thinking as well, actually, if we win today and Liverpool draw, that's another way we can win the Premier League title. So just as long as we do our job and win, you know, it's always going to be in our hands, which is fantastic. And at the moment, I thought Arsenal had taken a loss in their game, but no, Man City just winning to go ahead of them in the table. There's no change to the Arsenal-Liverpool score, and not really much going on in our game right now. We do need to score a goal, but it's not going to happen in this first half, as the only highlight of the first half was, of course, that disallowed goal. Now, into the second half we go. I've thrashed my arms and said I'm not happy with you guys out there. And the first highlight of the second half, the second highlight of the game, is in Man United's favour as Ansu Fati bears down on goal and puts it in the back of the net for his 15th of the season. You know, normally I wouldn't be too annoyed about losing to Man United, but knowing they've not won a game in 4, at least, would be very frustrating. So we need to get a reaction from this. We're going to go attacking. We're going to shout demands more. We need to do something about this, as I've just seen Arsenal have gone 1-0 up against Liverpool, and I think we've just won a penalty. We've just won a penalty. Checking VAR, Neto will take it because he actually is, in terms of the match stats, or the attributes, I should say, the best penalty taker on the pitch that we have. So Neto scores it, never lets us down. He scores all his penalties. I'm not sure he's actually missed one, but I could be lying to you. But we're drawing. And would us drawing and Liverpool... No, it wouldn't count, would it? We'd only 5 points ahead of Liverpool, wouldn't we? Even though they are losing, we'd be 5 points ahead. That wouldn't be enough with 2 games to go. We need to win this if Liverpool are losing their game. We've got half an hour to go in this one. I'm going to shout encourage to the team out there. See if that just works a bit better for them. Although if they score a goal right now, Man United, that will be not great, as Arian B gets in the way there, stops that being an almost certain goal there for Ansu Fati, as Alparslan brings it out from the back. The highlight is not finished just yet. Could there be a goal for us at the other end of the pitches? Well, not quite like that, as again, United look to come forward. Rashford put through now. Rashford shot saved. I think he was offside anyway. It has been given as a free kick for offside, so that's absolutely fine. But from this free kick, there's a highlight as Neto finds Pereira. Pereira can't quite get past the Man United defence, recycles possession backwards. And now Daniel Patrick into Paniotov, into Pereira, who is through and shoots from distance. Henderson with a good save, though, to put it behind for a corner. Things are hotting up in this game. Now, Daniel Patrick's on a 6.5. I'm tempted to take him off the pitch. He's not played brilliantly this second half of the season, as Arsenal 2-0 up against Liverpool. This is exactly what we need. Right. Daniel Patrick tired as well. We'll bring him off for Vasco Sousa. Pereira not playing brilliantly. Let's swap him and Nice over and bring Randy Ramheimer on. And that's all I'm going to do at this moment in time, I think. I'm going to shout encourage again when I get the chance to do so. There we go. Encourage again. 15 minutes to go. Come on. We can do this. If we get a goal now, Liverpool 2-1, by the way, they're putting a goal back. If we get the winner now, we win the Premier League title. As Randy Ramheimer finds Nice. Nice not getting forward. Lavia finds Ramheimer into Paniotov, into Alparslan, who puts it in the back of the net. And is that the goal that is going to take us to Premier League glory? Drop down to positive instead. Let's not go quite as attacking for the final 10 minutes. Now we've got the goal that we need. Nice with some great movement here. A great pass into Lavia, who has superb vision to find, well, Paniotov had superb vision, but in the end to find Al Parson. Either way, the pass got there. The centre mid with the goal. Liverpool losing. We are winning. And as it stands right now, we're about to lift the Premier League title trophy. That could have been a superb goal from Paniotov, curling towards the top corner, just kept out by Dean Henderson, the keeper. The resulting corner is going to be put not into the back of a net. Okay, that's fine. This was not meant to happen. This was not meant to happen this season. At all. In the slightest. And yet here we are, moments away from winning a Premier League title. I can't believe what we've done this season. I've spoken too soon, haven't I? No, good challenge in there. Right, more highlights. I don't like this. Let's not talk too soon again. I'm getting a bit too excited, a bit too giddy. We've seen stranger things happen as Nice on the ball gets it into the attacking third out wide. Can he get a ball into the middle? He does. Randy Ramheimer's there. And you love to see it. It's poetry. It's poetry. The guy that came through our youth intake, the best player we've ever had through our youth intake, Randy Ramheimer, is the man who scores the goal which should seal victory here today, which should seal us winning the Premier League title for the first time. Superb goal from Randy. I love that he's the one that scored it. And as things stand right now, as the clock ticks down, Liverpool can't win. We do win. Why have we not won the title yet? Why are we not celebrating? Why is there no trophy presentation? What have I got wrong here? What have I got wrong? Nothing. There's 2 games to go. And they are 7 points behind us. So we've won the title, right? Why is this not being celebrated with a trophy? Or is it waiting until we're at home at some point? We've won it. We have won it. We just didn't get a title trophy thing at the end. Oh, I was panicking so much. Oh, my heart rate absolutely through the roof at that point. We've won it. We can celebrate. The Premier League. Wrexham have won the Premier League and will look back with some great wins along the way. Notably a 5-2 dismantling of Arsenal and a 4-1 win against Man City when they were both rubbish at the start of the season, of course. This was not meant to happen this season. I cannot believe we've done this. I cannot believe we've actually done this. I can't believe this. Hang on. Iconic Kelsey. Club information. How do I find legends? Oh, it's down here. There I am in an icon. I've taken Wrexham from the National League to win the Premier League title. Not a club legend. What have you done, Joey Jones and Tommy Bamford and Harry Lennon? So me, the man who has just taken Wrexham from the National League to win the Premier League title, club icon. Harry Lennon, who played a few games for us between 2021 and 2027. Club legend. What did he do in his time? Actually, probably quite a lot. He did win like National League Player of the Year, League 2 Player of the Year, League 1 Player of the Year. He did quite a bit, to be fair. But he didn't win the Premier League, did he? He didn't win the Premier League. I swear the game is just out there to angst me, even in my happiest moments. Ugh. Well, there we go. Premier League 1. This will take a little while to sink in. Now, I think it all comes down to the formation, really. The formation that we've had this season, with the players playing in very nice roles, and they're suited to those roles quite nicely. But I think the formation has done absolute bits this season. I think this is the reason we've won it. Not because we've got better players. We have some great players, but I mean, if we look at the Premier League, right, and we look at the season preview, and we look at the media dream team, Frank Nice is in there. But other than that, they're all players for other teams. Man City, Chelsea, Man United, Man United as well. Who's the keeper? Arsenal. But obviously now we've won the Premier League, there's no point playing Brighton or QPR in today's episode. So I'll play those off camera and then we'll come back for the FA Cup final. Could this be a domestic double? Okay, so final 2 games of the season against Brighton and QPR played, as you can see on the top left of the screen. A 1-1 and a 2-2, to be fair. We didn't win either of those games. However, because we'd won the Premier League title by that point, there was no point just going out playing the strongest team possible. So I played this team for both of the games starting out. Mostly young players, I must say, playing in this one, which I think you can understand why we do that. You know, give them some game time in the Premier League, see what they can actually do. So players like Munoz, Jez Findlay, Kamara, Spiegel, Tape, Nopadon, they were all playing games. Hector Garcia hadn't played much this season at all either. Pineda in goal as well. Also, I'm going to make a big claim as well, because for the most of the FA Cup this season, in fact, let's talk through the run, shall we? The FA Cup for us this season has been really simple and easy. Stoke, who are currently 6th in the Championship. Blackburn, who are currently 23rd in the Championship. Brighton, who actually were the best team we played, I think, 11th in the Premier League. Nottingham Forest are 17th in the Championship. Aston Villa are currently 14th in the Premier League. So we've had a very easy run. But for every single game, you can see on the right-hand side of the screen the team. It's always been a rotated team that we've played in all of these games. Pineda has started every single game in goal. And I think it would be silly to rotate the team and play a weekend lineup for the final. You know, we want to win it. However, he's proved himself to me in every round of the FA Cup, and it's likely he will leave the club this summer. So for the FA Cup final, you might shout at me, but I'm going to put my faith in Pineda. Oh, I just got an achievement called Legend. Am I a legend now? Has it updated itself? No. Legend achievement is Manager of the Year. I'm not a legend at Wrexham still. I think that's fair enough, though. I think I deserve Premier League Manager of the Year, if I'm honest with you. Also, we can apply for a work permit for Asper again. I'll do it. I'm not sure if he's going to get it or not, but he's played a lot more under-21 football for Norway, so I'd like to think he would get it. Oh yeah, and he's been given it. Fantastic. So Asper will come in to have a work permit for us next season. He'll play a lot. Hopefully, he'll be just as good as Paniotov, who also had to go out on loan to get a work permit to then come back and be absolutely insane for us. Also, we had the budgets come through as well, which is very exciting. Not too much of an increase in the wage budget, up to 1.8 million per week, but the transfer budget of nearly £80 million should be enough to bring in some players. Although I think the transfer window is going to be particularly quiet, if I'm honest with you, because we signed a lot of youngsters in January who are going to play a lot of football next season. I think the only positions we are desperately in need of signing a better player in is probably goalkeeper and probably left back. That's all I'm thinking, really. It might be quite a quiet transfer window. Also, team meeting. It worked last time. I'm going to ease expectations, and it's worked again beautifully. Again, no real change in morale, but managerial support and dressing room atmosphere are sky high, which is what you love to see. I think the bigger thing this summer is going to be new contracts for players in the team. A lot of them are, well, Ray Nero wants to leave the club to get more regular playing time. I mean, the plan is right now, you're going to be our backup next season. We're going to bring a better player in. But how much is he worth? 34 to 38 million. We paid 26 million pounds for him. Had a pretty I don't know what he's upset about. He's played 24 times this season. Paniotov, sort this out, can you please, lad? And just get him to back down, would you? He's happy to stay. You love to see it. As I was saying, though, the bigger thing is going to be contracts, I think. And players aren't really coming to the end of their contracts, but to deter other clubs from making bids, contracts are going to be big for us, I think. So for this game, we are going to put the first team out there, which is, you know, what we should be doing. But Mansell is going to be swapped with Pineda, I think, and then we'll also bring onto the bench Randy Ramheimer. Arian B obviously comes on for Saliba as well. Neto got a slight knock, should be okay, but the rest of that team looks absolutely superb to me. This is the team that should be doing it with Pineda in goal. I'm trusting him. I'm putting my faith in him today. So, can we do it? Can we do the domestic double? Something that, you know, was not... I mean, the Premier League was not meant to be on the cards. A domestic double was certainly not meant to be on the cards. We bottled the League Cup final last season. Offside? It's fine. We bottled the League Cup final last season. I don't want to bottle another one right now, but it doesn't actually matter if we do or not, to be fair. Silverware is nice. It would be fantastic for us to win it. But we aren't relying on it for European football anymore. We've got Champions League football now by winning the Premier League. So the desire that we had to win a cup was always for European football. And now that desire's kind of been taken away a little bit. I think Luis Felipe doesn't foul the player there. Looked like he might have done. But Man City's still on the ball with Musiala, who gets the opening goal of the game. Highlight straight from kickoff, though, as Luis Felipe finds Rayan Aït-Nouri into Alparslan, who finds Panayotov. Like, building nicely forward as Pereira somehow doesn't win the ball, but we do have it in the area now as it just bounced around everyone. But Man City's defence coming good there in the end to clear the ball out from the back. But as Daniel Patrick holds on to the ball into Pereira, into Nice, the Man City defence crumbled there, and Frank Nice gets his 24th of the season. One more for 25. I'd love to see him do it. I mean, for me, this is like, it's a cup final, but I'm not that excited about it. I don't really know why. Because it's because we won the Premier League title, isn't it? We've got Champions League football. That is absolutely secured for us now. So, to me, it doesn't actually matter if we win. I don't feel excited about this game. I am more excited about playing, I don't know, Dinamo Zagreb next season in the Champions League, something like that. I am so excited for that next season. And actually, you know, we've won the Premier League, which is a difficult league to win, right? And it's ranked number 1 in Europe in game for a reason. Surely this would make us one of the favourites for the Champions League next season, which feels weird saying that, but surely it must. Surely it must. I mean, I don't think we're going to go on to win it next season. I feel like, you know, once these teams like Liverpool and Man United get back to full form, they are much better than us. You've got PSG's, Real Madrid's, they are much better than us as well. But Arsenal won the Champions League last season. They didn't make many changes over summer, and we battered them twice this season. Maybe we could. Maybe we could win the Champions League. It's an interesting thought, at least. In the meantime, though, 60 minutes on the clock here. Man City 1, Wrexham 1. And there's not been a whole lot of clear-cut chances in this game at all. It's been pretty cagey as Musiala finds the ball out on that left-hand side of the attack. Looks to put it into the middle. Can't. Gets it out wide to Teo instead. But we do make a nice interception. And Frank Nice on the ball can bring it down the right-hand side of our attack. Can he find a ball into the middle? He does. Alparslan hits it down to Lavia, who gets it back to Nice, who somehow keeps it on the pitch. Into Daniel Patrick, into Alparslan. His shot put wide of the... Not a deflection. Just a very bad shot, apparently. That was a goal kick there. Okay, 20 minutes to go. I'm going to encourage. We're going to go a little bit more attacking, and we're going to make some changes. Although there's a highlight right now. So after the highlight, we'll make some changes. As Nice on the ball, into Daniel Patrick, into Pereira. Well, Ramheimer scored a good goal last game, didn't he? So let's bring him on and see what he can do out there. Also, Yilmaz Turk not playing brilliantly. Let's bring Vasco Sousa on. And Lavia also not playing brilliantly. Let's bring Tarpe on as well, who might actually end up being our first choice CDM next season. He's improved quite a lot over the course of the season, playing understudy to Lavia. But as Lavia declines and Tarpe gets better, potentially he might be starting. But if we have the money, there is that guy into Milan that I would quite fancy bringing into the team, as well as a goalkeeper and a left back, as Daniel Patrick gets his 7th of the season out of nowhere. That was. We've scored a goal to take the lead against Man City here today. And so with 5 minutes to go in this game, are we about to secure a double? This would be absolutely mental if we secure a domestic double, as Ramheimer at the far post could have absolutely secured the league win and the FA Cup win today. Hits the post from point blank range. And I mean, I guess you have to forgive him. He's still my hero for scoring that goal at the end of the Premier League game against Man United, the winners of the title. But here we go. We've now won an FA Cup as well. And this time we actually do get a nice ceremony, which is absolutely fantastic. You love to see it. Premier League and FA Cup winners this season. I'm so happy. And Pineda's the boy in goal, by the way. This goes out to him. This FA Cup is Pineda's. He has won it for us, I'm going to say. I mean, obviously, players on the pitch, all of them won it. But for me, Pineda is the man. And I think it's a lovely send-off for him, because he probably will end up leaving the club this summer. So there we go. A domestic double. We are the best team in England. Funny because we're Welsh, the best team in the UK, I should say. You know, that's what we are. Obviously, in before the Celtic and Rangers fans come in to say we're better than Wrexham. Maybe not in this save file. Also, quite a nice bit of money there, £1.83 million for winning that, which is pretty decent. Also, West Ham boss Jurgen Klopp, he's fallen off the cliff a little bit. Although I think he was the boss when they won the Premier League title a few seasons ago, so maybe it's not that bad. But having a look at Neto, Patrick, Panayotov, Pereira and Nice, who wants to sign, you're not having any of them. And like I say, like, where do we go with this team? I don't know how we actually improve it massively because we have won the FA Cup and the Premier League. I think obviously we have to improve the left back slot because of course Spadina is leaving. I think we will also... No, Suntesic is leaving. He's the one leaving, not Spadina, but I think we will sell Spadina anyway to get rid of all confusion with those left backs. Nuri back up, we'll get a new guy coming in. Pineda will sell... Mansell hopefully back up. We'll get a new keeper coming in too. And potentially we could have a new CDM as well. That's something to think about. But contract expiring. Obviously Saliba's leaving. Suntesic is leaving. Lavia's got one more year on his deal. Maybe actually we look to sell Lavia. Make some money on him and then bring in that guy from Inter Milan. But Luis Felipe's got a year left. He needs a new contract. He is wanted as well. So we'll sort a new contract out for him. And then there's also players... Well, I guess they've got quite a few years on their contract still. Players like Panayotov. Players like Neto. Players like... Actually, it's just those two really. Because Nice signed a new contract. So did Pereira not long ago. So they're not too bad. It's probably the Panayotovs, the Netos... and the Felipes that need new contracts. We'll sort them out tomorrow. But a new era is here at Wrexham. A new era. A Champions League era. A Champions League era. Join me tomorrow for the transfer special. I don't think it's going to be that long, but hopefully we're going to make some key signings ready for our first go at the Champions League. Thank you ever so much for watching this season. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And of course, if you have done, drop a like on the video for me, subscribe if you're new around here, and leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. Until next time, have a good one. Goodbye.